Pretty much that way though, like there was no issues with hey, why is there 3 varacles on this one save? And for Minecraft 1.21, we're gonna have, I'm gonna be establishing some rules that we're gonna have for the future, for the version that's gonna happen after that. And if 1.21 ends up being similar to 1.18, well, there's only gonna be a very few sessions of that. Which, that'll be good for 2 things. One, that'll actually help us out with videos, because that will mean that for Servercraft there'll be like, let's say 1 or 2 sessions, and then we'll just move over to we'll just have like 1 or 2 sessions of that version, and then we'll just quickly move on to Pixelmon Adventures. Because that's exactly what I want to do. Like, I want to work on more Pixelmon Adventures, because that has both Pokemon and Minecraft at the same time. Like, it's very interesting. It's got more than just one genre in there. So if I want to do some Minecraft stuff, I can. If I want to do some Pokemon stuff, I can. Mind you, I've been doing more of the Pokemon stuff than the Minecraft stuff, but hey, that's what makes sense to me. And because I'm currently working on the new base for 1.21 in 1.12, I could put a little sneak peek, or even I could just bring it over to Pixelmon Adventures if I really wanted to. Would I want to? Not really, but if I wanted to, I could. And the reason why I say that, like I don't really want to is mainly because, like, I quite literally don't want to do that. I don't want to just keep throwing in new versions after new versions and then just... Like, I don't want to have 2 different versions of, like, the same sort of, like, a base of operations. So, like, I don't want to have, let's say, a 1.12 version of Varkle, and then having a 1.20 version of Varkle. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I keep both versions? I only want one that is interchangeable. So, like, I would have a 1.12 Varkle that could work within 1.20. That kind of thing. And while I know that's impossible because Varkle uses barrels instead of chests, same thing, I would much rather have that system over anything else. And even then, that's just not as glamorous as anything else that I can think of. Yeah, because what's the one thing that I can think of, though, that, like, I didn't like? Well, you guys will definitely notice in 1.21, because I'll be bringing in a lot of the old stuff, though. But if you've actually seen, what was it? It was one of the videos. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the channel anniversaries. I know that for a fact, but I can't remember if it's 1 or if it's like 2 kind of thing. Was it 1 or 2? I can't remember what it was. Yes, it was channel anniversary number 1. because channel anniversary number 1 was the one that I wanted to create specifically for that purpose. And then what was number 3? Oh, right. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that made sense. Sorry. Alright, yeah, so like to the channel 1 anniversary, you'll notice like a lot of the old creations, and even I think Voracle even got in there. And the reason why is because at one point during Craft, I switched from my norm to Voracle just to switch it up, and I absolutely loved Voracle. Like, Voracle was like the best thing, like the best switch I've ever actually done. Sorry, people are messaging me, and I'm telling them to stop messaging me. Anyway. Yeah, because I think since, Minecraft 1.13, which was the first Craft, not on the channel, but just the first Craft that we made, I had one of the crafts and one of the bases by the end of it, before we moved over to 1.14, in which that I changed one of the crafts to have sort of a different design, and then by doing that, I was able to change one of the base's design later on. I think during 1.14, I used a new craft's design throughout the entire 1.14, and even during, I think, the beginning of 1.15, I did that. Until I changed it up for 1.15 in the middle of it, where I changed it into a base. Yeah, because I think it was Revacraft, then it was Revabase. Then I switched over to Razacraft because I changed the overall design, so I thought I would change its name too. And then when I changed the design, a friend of mine told me, "Why don't you just change the design of your base, although it fits the same style?" And I said, "You know what? I could definitely do that." So I changed the design of that one as well. And it didn't turn out as well as the craft, but it was okay. And then I still slightly changed each and every like little design here and there, and you know, kept changing it. And then by the end of it, it ended up going pretty well. And then I decided to... Then I made it look very weird, and I wanted to appear more boat-like. And then I did that, and then by 1.16, I think it was the beginning of 1.16, wasn't it? It was either the beginning of 1.16 or it was late 1.15, I think. That I wanted to make a more boat appearance. So you've ever made like a boat in Minecraft kind of thing? Yeah, because as far as I can recall, that's exactly what my entire Minecraft stuff was mostly just like building like space looking like ships and stuff like that. I think even from very early on, I think because my first Minecraft world, it had barely any coal in it, and then I barely did anything on it. I still have those worlds that I can actually go and like show off. I could do that, but I also don't want to do that, if that makes sense. Like, I could do that and it would just make everything like 10 times easier. But I also don't want to do that, because then at the very least, though, it kind of just makes everything like worse off, because like you guys get to see like everything that I ever did, like from pretty much the beginning of Minecraft, I think. Because when I first started playing Minecraft, it was like beta 1.2. So I wasn't there during the alpha. And because the only person that I saw playing the game played the game during beta 1.1, I think. Yeah, they were playing beta 1.1, so that was the only version I ever technically saw before I played it. And then during beta 1.2, I played it since then to beta 1.4? We'll say beta 1.5, because that's like probably the earliest that I can recall. But I think it was beta 1.4 that I stopped, and then I created another world. And that's where I went above and beyond with the creation. Because that's all I can think of, though, is like my evolution between like building then, building now is way different. Like, I think I already showed off like how I used to build was just boxes, and I never had something called like a block palette at all. Like, I never interchanged wooden planks or anything. Yeah, because I don't think I ever like really like evolved my building style, and even now I still kind of do the same thing, though, but I try and change it up. Like, one of the few sort of things that you'll notice, though, especially if you go back into like my early days of playing Minecraft, like if I do go back into that world, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything is more block shaped. Every wall is identical blocks. There's no shade. There's no gradient. There's no nothing. Like, I never went back and went, you know what? If I can mix stone with cobblestone, it'll make this look a lot better. Never did that. I never bothered to do that. Like, it's either all stone or all cobblestone. There's no in between. And I even, like, the floor and the walls don't have to be the same, like, the same, what do you call it? Like, they don't have to be, like, the same block. Like, like, the walls can be stone and the floor can be, like, wooden planks. And it wouldn't mess me up. I'm trying to remember everything else. No, I can't think of anything else that I really created other than like a few things in there. And that's why one of the barrels in what is it? I think it was originally Rosaria Basin, and I think I moved it over to Arcanix. But in one of those chests, you'll notice though that there is like 18 shulker boxes. Those 18 shulker boxes, I kid you not, actually came from the first world. I was able to migrate the old world to the current version of Minecraft and spawn in about like